Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's English Learning Podcast. Today's topic is when guests visit my home. This is a very common situation in our daily lives. Guests may be relatives, friends, neighbors, or colleagues. Knowing how to speak English in such situations can help you communicate confidently. So sit back, relax, and practice your English with me. Let's begin. It was a beautiful Sunday afternoon. The weather was pleasant. A cool breeze was blowing outside. The sky was clear and blue. I was sitting in the living room and reading a book. My father was watching television. My mother was working in the kitchen. My younger sister was doing her homework. Everything was peaceful and quiet. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. Ding dong! I looked toward the door. My mother called from the kitchen. "Can someone open the door, please?" I quickly stood up and walked toward the entrance. When I opened the door, I was surprised. Our relatives were standing outside. There were 4 people: my uncle, my aunt, and their 2 children. I smiled warmly. "Hello, welcome to our home." My uncle smiled and replied, "Thank you. How are you?" "I'm fine. How are you?" "We're doing well." I invited them inside. "Please come in." They entered the house happily. My father stood up to greet them. Everyone exchanged greetings. My mother also came from the kitchen. She was happy to see them. "What a pleasant surprise," she said. My aunt laughed and replied, "We were passing through the area and thought we should visit you." "We are so glad you came," my mother replied. The guests sat comfortably on the sofa. I brought glasses of cold water. "Here is some water for you." "Thank you very much," they said. After a few minutes, everyone began talking. My father asked about their journey. "Was the trip comfortable?" "Yes, it was very comfortable." The children were excited. They started looking around the house. My sister welcomed them warmly. Soon they became friends and started playing together. The living room became full of laughter. My mother went to the kitchen to prepare tea and snacks. In our family, serving guests is very important. We always try to make our guests feel comfortable. Hospitality is a beautiful tradition. While the tea was being prepared, we continued talking. My uncle shared stories about his work. He talked about recent projects and future plans. My father listened carefully. They exchanged ideas and experiences. My aunt asked about my studies. "How is your English learning going?" I smiled. "It is going well. I practice every day." "That's wonderful," she said. "The more you practice, the better you become." I appreciated her advice. A few minutes later, my mother returned with a tray. There were cups of tea, biscuits, sandwiches, and cakes. Everything looked delicious. The aroma of fresh tea filled the room. "Please enjoy," my mother said. Everyone thanked her. The guests enjoyed the snacks. My uncle took a sip of tea. "This tea is excellent." My mother smiled. "Thank you." The conversation continued for a long time. We talked about family events. We discussed holidays and celebrations. We shared funny memories from the past. Everyone laughed together. One story reminded us of a family picnic several years ago. We laughed so much that tears came to our eyes. The children listened with curiosity. Sometimes they asked questions. Sometimes they laughed along with us. The atmosphere was warm and joyful. Time passed quickly. Soon it was evening. The sun began to set. The sky turned orange and pink. The beauty of the evening made everyone feel relaxed. My mother decided to prepare dinner. She asked my aunt to join her in the kitchen. Together, they prepared a delicious meal. Meanwhile, my father and uncle continued their conversation. They discussed sports, business, and daily life. The children played games. I helped set the dining table. I placed plates, glasses, spoons, and napkins neatly. Everything was ready. The delicious smell of food spread throughout the house. Everyone became hungry. Soon dinner was served. There was rice, chicken, salad, vegetables, and fresh bread. The table looked wonderful. We all sat together. Before eating, we thanked my mother and aunt for their hard work. The food was delicious. Everyone enjoyed the meal. During dinner, we continued talking and laughing. The children shared stories from school. Some stories were funny. Some were surprising. Everyone listened carefully. After dinner, we enjoyed dessert. There was fruit and ice cream. The children were especially happy. They loved the dessert. Afterward, we moved back to the living room. My father prepared some coffee. The adults enjoyed coffee while continuing their conversations. The children watched cartoons. I joined them for a while. The evening felt special. Spending time with loved ones always creates beautiful memories. Guests bring happiness to a home. Their presence makes ordinary days more exciting. A home feels warmer when it is filled with laughter and conversation. As the night became late, our guests prepared to leave. Although we were happy they visited us, we felt a little sad to see them go. My mother packed some homemade food for them. My aunt thanked her sincerely. My father walked them to the door. We all exchanged warm goodbyes. Thank you for visiting us. We had a wonderful time. We will visit again soon. We look forward to seeing you again. The children hugged each other. Everyone smiled. The guests entered their car. We waved goodbye. Soon, they disappeared down the road. After they left, the house became quiet again, but the happy memories remained. We talked about the visit for a long time. Everyone agreed that it had been a wonderful day. Visits from guests remind us of the importance of family and friendship. They help strengthen relationships. They create moments that we remember for years. Hospitality, kindness, and respect are values that bring people closer together. Whenever guests visit our home, we do our best to welcome them warmly. A simple smile, kind words, and thoughtful actions can make people feel valued and appreciated. That is why welcoming guests is such an important part of life. Thank you for listening to today's English Learning Podcast. Keep practicing English every day. Speak slowly. Speak clearly. Speak confidently. Remember, every sentence you practice brings you one step closer to fluency. See you in the next episode. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.